I just wrapped up an incredible student interview with Lasse, who is a member of Copy Paste Agency. He actually managed to scale his agency from 0 to 14,000 euros a month within the space of pretty much around 8-9 months using Copy Paste Agency. Now, we're going to get into some awesome topics here. Definitely some of the agency and business stuff, but then outside of that, also things pertaining to social life, being in a relationship while growing an agency, how to actually take time off as an agency owner. Because sometimes they can kind of feel like golden handcuffs. You're making all this money, but you almost sometimes you forget the joy and the little things in life. So wanted to get into some definitely some business topics, but some stuff outside of there. In terms of social life, feelings of loneliness, etc., that can sometimes, if you let them creep in, be a part of agency life. So. Apart from that, just a reminder that there is a link down below where you can find out more about Copy Paste Agency. You can find out more about our money back guarantee, basically our stupid, insane guarantee where if you're not happy within 14 days, we'll refund you. And apart from that, we'll even throw in $100 for wasting your time. Quick, little notice, this is by invitation or by application only. So, once you apply to join, Max, my student success manager, has to let you in, and we'll be honest with you as to whether we can help you or not, because obviously it's not in our incentive, to let you in, to basically let you in if you're not the right fit, and then it blows up later in our face. So, make sure you go ahead and check out that link and enjoy the student interview. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another student interview. We are here with Lasse, who has the strongest hair game in CPA. Man, you gotta give me some tips. I'm jealous of your luscious locks. But yeah, anyways, it's gonna be a fun one. He's absolutely killing the game at the moment, working with 11 clients, bringing around 14,000 euros a month profit with his agency. So with no further ado, welcome to the student interview.
Thank you a lot.
So let's kick off right from the beginning. Tell me, how did you get into the world of social media marketing?
Yeah. Okay. First of all, I actually have been in the game for almost, I think, 8 to 9 months now. It started because coronavirus shut Denmark down. So there wasn't a course in Denmark. So I took that course, and I was reading at the university at the same time, but then we had to we have to get all the we didn't have to, like, the school got closed down, and we have to read from home and take classes online and stuff like that, and our teacher was really really bad at it. So I thought, okay, I will give it 100%. So I actually dropped out of college or university, and like around 3 to 4 months after, I did around 8k, 8 to 10k a month.
So did you drop out of university before you had a client?
Yeah, I think maybe I had one client, but I lost the client after 2 weeks. So yeah, I was free trial.
Okay. So I know you're just looking to the side at your financial tracker to get an idea of what happened chronologically. So you basically, at that point, you kind of had one client potential, maybe it was just right after you dropped out, brought him on. So you brought him on for a free trial. Was that a paid trial or free trial?
Free trial.
Free trial. Awesome. Did you ever do a free trial ever again after that?
I did one, but it was because it was a real estate client that have 6 boutiques. So I did, one free trial, but 3 or 4 of them actually didn't send me any content. So I didn't make anything for them, but then I closed, 6 clients in one time.
Well, so can you tell them a little bit more about what industry you service and what you do for your clients?
Yeah, I started out to do, try to outreach both in e-commerce and real estate, but I have just success in real estate. So I started out, for the first 4, 5, 6 months, maybe 4 months, and it was only real estate.
Mm.
So I got maybe 10 to 12 clients, but it was quite actually pretty hard to get any result for my clients there. Some of them I couldn't get any result at all, and some of them we were killing it. And it's because the market is like really, really intense in Denmark right now. Nobody just wants to sell the house, and the prices is the highest. So lately I have tried to move on to e-commerce, and now I got around 50-50, and try to moving, the real estate client out and taking more e-com clients.
So right now, you're still working with some real estate and some e-com?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I had 3 real estate agent clients that I started with in May or April. That was my first client, so I still have them right now.
Mm-hmm. For
Yeah.
sure. Awesome. So you mentioned that you went from 0 to 8K a month, in the space of 3
Let me
months.
let me check 1 second. It was pretty fast. Um, it was from I took the course in mid April, so I was done, around late April, and started to do outreach in March. So in June, I was making around 8K there. Around eight. So in
Wow.
2.5 months, 2 months maybe.
Wow. So, for a lot of people, they're looking at that and, that's a pretty quick timeline, to go from 0 to 8,000, 10,000 a month profit. What were you focusing on in that 90-day sprint?
I was focusing to make, it was a numbers game. So I was just making tons of outreaches on, I was doing on Facebook, Instagram, Loom, and LinkedIn. I didn't do cold call, and I didn't do cold email. I was just trying to do it on Instagram and on all the other stuff. But it was like 1 out of 50, 1 out of 100 was actually answering you. It was just like nobody was answering. So I was just keep on going. I've been in the sales business, maybe for 8 years. So I knew that every time I get a no, I was closer to get a yes. So I was just keep on going. And eventually like, then I got 3 clients, then I got 9 clients because I was closing 3 at the same time, then 6 at the same time, and then 3 at the same time. So I got, clients pretty, pretty fast.
For sure. So out of those 3 different methods, and just to clarify, at that time you were working primarily or exclusively with real estate agents.
Yeah.
Okay.
At that time, I tried to get ecom. I want to, work with the ecom clients, but I couldn't get any. Didn't answer me. So I was just, okay, then I, take the real estate client. So it was fine by me, but yeah, definitely want to try to more work with the ecom clients. I think it's not easier, but I think it's more fun to scale a business. And in real estate, you have a certain area that you actually can market in, and it's not. I think it's just easier or more fun to work with ecom clients.
For sure. For sure. Awesome. So, that was that timeline. So you went from 0 to 8K a month within 3 months. And then, now you're hovering around 14 grand a month, basically around 5 months. I mean, you've only been in the agency space, as you said, 7, 8 months?
Yeah, around, I maybe started for real, in May last year.
Wow. So, going from there and transitioning from local business to e-commerce, what was that like? And when did you make the decision that you want to do that?
It was because the first client I got in the real estate, I couldn't get any result at all. Then I got 3 another clients, and I was killing it with them. And then I thought, okay, it's really, really nice to be in this, in this space. So I was outreaching to more real estate agent, and then I couldn't, get any result at all. And I was like, okay, I will try to go to ecom, because all of the many people in this industry, have ecom clients, and I could see that, okay, now I have made, I don't know, spend 1K and make 10K for my clients. I was like, I don't know if these, leads are actually real or if fakes, or the quality
Mm,
of the leads and stuff like that. So I was just, okay, I think it's more fun to go that way.
mm, for sure.
Also, the it's not the same, in America and stuff like that. You get a percentage of how much the house is worth. Here in Denmark, it's not that way. So they're not making that much of each sale. So it will be easier to charge a higher retainer in United States, or other places, rather than Denmark, because
Mm,
it was hard to get like a high retainer for a real estate client.
hmm. For sure. Awesome. So can you explain to the audience a little bit about your team structure?
Actually, is at the moment right now, it's only myself. I doing everything by myself. So I
And
doing like outreach and the service delivery, and everything.
100%. So is that a conscious decision you've made, or have you been actively looking to, bring on a media buyer?
Actually, I want to break a media buyer. It's just because at the moment right now, many of my clients are Danish speaking, so I need to get a media buyer from Denmark,
Mm-hmm.
and it will be not pretty expensive, but at least, maybe 2 to 3 or 4 times more than you could get at the same quality if I was looking, to Colombia or stuff like that.
Mm,
So I was just, I'd rather be safe than sorry. So I want to, have a steady stream of income, for 3, 4, 5 months,
mm,
and then I will bring, an media buyer on.
for sure. So I'm super curious. What does a normal day in your life look like?
Okay, a normal day would look like, waking up around 5:30,
Mm-hmm.
um, taking a pre-workout shot, and then just, the coronavirus thing now, I'm just training, training in my apartment,
Mm-hmm.
for maybe, 45 minutes. Then I'm taking a shower, doing I meditate, and then I just start my day. One
Mm,
block for 1.5 hour
mm,
with Brain FM, 30 minutes, 30 minutes break, and then 1.5 hour, then lunch for an hour, and then just 2 more blocks, and then I'm doing, all kind of stuff.
mm,
Yeah. So actually just, working around 6 to maybe 10 hours, 8 to 10 hours a day. And then, at the moment right now, me and my girlfriend actually watch a bit, TV and stuff like that in the evening, and it's
mm,
just, to relax and stuff like that. But I think, in the first 3 months, I was really, really, hardcore, and it's like no TV, no nothing,
mm,
just read and stuff like that. But I'm also reading a lot at the moment right now. So actually, before, I think I'll read, around 30 minutes before actually I start my day, and I start my day at 8.
mm,
And then I read 1 hour before I go to bed.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, you bring up a very interesting point because, yeah, a lot of people, when they first start, they're so hardcore. And I think that energy really helps you when you first start. You're a testament to that, scaling up and ramping up the way that you have. And, really agency needs to become your entire life. It consumes you, all that you think about, all that you really care about. And you mentioned here, now that, you're kind of winding down at the end of the day, spending some time with your girlfriend, watching TV. What does like a weekend look like for you? Or maybe not a weekend, because I don't know. I don't know specifically what your work schedule is like, but I can only assume you're probably like me and probably like a lot of other CPA members where we work 6 days a week and, we'll take one day off.
I do.
Yeah, I,
Yeah.
I, I would have assumed.
Yeah.
But what does your one day off look like?
Actually, in the first month, I think it was 7 days,
Mm.
7 days. And now I'm trying to do, after in the past 2 months, I have taken 1 day off, but like it's actually quite of hard to do that. Sometimes my brain is still like in my workspace, but I'm usually we were taking out to like spa and retreat and stuff like that, going to the cinema and stuff like that with my girlfriend. But at the moment right now, everything is closed. So it's just like, cleaning the apartment and go for walks and stuff like that, eating good food. But we can't do that many things at the moment because of, the coronavirus. So everything in Denmark is closed at the moment.
Mm. Mm. For sure. So, you've had a pretty awesome first 9 months of agency life. You're a very prominent figure inside of CPA. You're always at the live Q&A calls, engaging in the community, this, that. I'm super curious, because you mentioned everything that's going on in the world. Socially, what do you do socially? Because it's funny, like a lot of it seems like especially the CPA WhatsApp group. I mean, the amount that we talk in there is
No,
nuts.
yeah.
It seems like that's almost like our little family, especially because, as you said, everything's kind of closed off in the world. So a lot of people struggle with loneliness when it comes to entrepreneurship, and especially with us, online marketing agencies, even if we have a team, they're remote most of the time. With my team, they're all over the world. We never really see each other in person, or very rarely. So how have you dealt with loneliness as an entrepreneur?
Definitely, before I went into this, I was doing, drinking alcohol, not that much, but with my living with two of my good mates. And yeah, I'm kind of, I have my girlfriend, and usually we, in the around 7 o'clock, around that, we are trying to, have a great time together and stuff like that. Rather have quality time instead of quantity. But at the loneliness, sometimes I can feel it, sometimes I cannot, because I'm like, should I do, if my friends say, oh, come go out with us, and I'm like, I rather want to work, and should I go with them or should I work? What should I do? And sometimes it has been actually pretty hardcore to say no to them, because I've been, really, really hard on myself and just saying no to everything that they ask me about. So at the moment right now, they don't even ask me if I want to go with them anymore. So I just think, if you want to reach a high point in this space, you just need to say no to many things. I think, from my point of view, I have to say no to many things. Otherwise, I'll be drinking, and going to sleep around 1, 2, 3 o'clock. Also, in the weekend, I still going to bed, around, 10 maximum, sometimes 11, but otherwise 10.
Mm.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, on that kind of note as well, have you found building up your business while being in a relationship? Because I know for a lot of people, they wonder, will a relationship slow me down while I'm growing my business? Will it help? It's definitely a topic of conversation.
Yeah, exactly. Like in the first 2, 3 months, it was definitely really, really great thing. But sometimes I could feel, not that it slows you down, but definitely that you want to have your energy here and you want to have your energy, both places. So it can be quite difficult. You have really to maintain both of, the relationship with your company, also with your girlfriend and stuff like that. So definitely. But I actually think in the long term, it's really great to have one, to support you every place you go. And if I'm like, okay, should I take this client, then he can bring me 1K a month, but I don't know if I can get him results and stuff like that. So just have, a partner that you can discuss some things with.
Mm.
So like, I think, of course, maybe it slowed down a bit, because otherwise you could just, lock yourself down into a basement and just work, work, work. But in the long term, I don't think it will be that you'll be much more happier if you have, and I don't know, 2, 3, 4, 5K more a month, and you
Mm.
will be totally lonely, instead of making 15K and then have a have a great girlfriend, right?
For sure. So, that's definitely some insightful stuff. I've just spent a little while covering the social aspect of it, social/lifestyle aspect of it, because as I said, it's something that I know a lot of people don't really touch on, and that's super important because everything you do outside of the business directly correlates with the sort of results that you're going to get inside of the business.
Yeah.
Now, just swinging back to agency specifically again, you're at a great point with your agency. Out of curiosity, where do you want to get to by the end of 2021 with your agency? And do you know what the roadmap is to get there?
Yeah, I do. I have set, and let me check how much it actually is. Actually, I had a pretty hardcore goal for me. In the first May, I want to do 30K profit euro, and actually it was 1st of April, and it was just okay, maybe that's too fast, and then I said okay, 1 month. So in May I actually want to do 30K, and I know that is pretty intense at the moment right now, but I still working on it, and I want to make in profit, let me check here. I set a goal that I want to make over 270,000 K euro, in profit for, because that's over 2 million Danish crowns. So that's my target I want to go for.
Out of curiosity, in Denmark, look, at the end of the day, right now you're doing around 14,000 a month. So that's converting to dollars. That's around like 17, I believe like 17, $18,000 a month, at the age of, how old are you?
I'm 25.
Right. At 25, like I don't, anywhere in the world, making $18,000 a month profit is big money. I'm curious in Denmark, like what's like, if you start going into work, if you started working, let's say for a marketing agency, or you started working, for a marketing agency or a creative agency there at the age of 25, for example, with a marketing degree, do you know what normal sort of salaries are there?
I will guess 3.5, 4K maybe. Yeah, 4K. I think that.
So what do your parents make of all of this?
What?
What do your parents make of all of this?
What
Your
they
business.
say to me?
Yeah, your business, how much you're making.
My dad is texting me all the time. How much did you make today? How did you have any new clients today? And yeah, they are just proud of me. And also, it's nice when you have money. Or if you're making more money, you can also give bigger presents and stuff like that. Then I also got a driver license for my girlfriend, and I bought iPhones for my families, my mom and my dad, at the new iPhone in Christmas present, and they are just they're proud of me. But sometimes they think in the start, in the first 3 months, they said you're working too much and get your degree and stuff like that. And now it's like making twice of the teacher salary. I don't want to go back to school at the moment.
For
Yeah.
sure. Awesome. Well, dude, that pretty much wraps it up for all my questions. Yeah, I appreciate you sharing some of your insight.
Of course.